Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. So today's video will be about all the women that have been in Ooni of Ife's life and why they left. So I'll quickly introduce the women before we get right into the video. So the first person on my left side is the baby mama. Her name is Omolara. And the second person is the first official wife of Ooni of Ife. She's called Bombata. While the next person is the first official queen of Ooni of Ife. Her name is Queen Zainab, and people knows her as Queen Wuraola. And the next person is Queen Naomi. And the last but not the least is Olori Ashley. So this beautiful woman right here, her name is Omolara. She's the baby mama of Ooni of Ife. She is the first woman in Ooni of Ife life, and she is the mother of Princess Adeola, the first daughter and the first child of Ooni of Ife. She, got pregnant when she was still a teenager, and during that time, Ooni of Ife was just 19 years old. So, according to this woman, she called out Ooni of Ife because last year, that was October 18th, 2021, Princess Adeola celebrated her 28th birthday, and Ooni of Ife took to his Instagram page to celebrate his daughter, and he said a whole lot of things about single parenting, and this woman was not having it. She has to come out to say that that Ooni of Ife was never present in Adeola's life for the first 10 years of her growing up. So she said she took care of her daughter physically, financially, and emotionally with moral support of her mother and her sibling. She said she paid all the physical and social costs of raising her daughter alone up to 10 years of old. She also said that Ooni of Ife only saw Princess Adeola for 5 minutes at the hospital when she was born, and the next time he saw her was when she was already 4 years old and 10 years old, respectively. This is what she said. So she also said that Princess Adeola started spending holiday with Ooni of Ife when she was 10 years and when Ooni of Ife was married to his first wife, who is Bukola Bombata. She also said that Ooni of Ife's daughter, Princess Adeola, started living with him officially when she was 15 years. That was in 2029. So she said this is when Ooni of Ife started taking care of Adeola, financial and personal, getting involved in her life and up to this moment. So this is what she said. So let's move on to the next woman. The second woman that have been in Ooni of Ife life and left is her first wife, her official first wife, the only wife that she did an English wedding with. Her name is Adebisi Bukola Bombata. They got married in 2008 before Ooni of Ife became the king. He became the king in 2015, and they divorced in 2016.
So why she left was that she was thinking that the king will make her the official queen of Ife land. That's the Yeyeluwa of Ife land. You can be the wife of the king, but if you are not announced as the Yeyeluwa of Ife land, practically people might not treat you as the wife of the king. They will just treat you as a commoner. So she made a request and asked the king to make her official wife, her official queen, which the king refused. Instead, she was humiliated and she was not regarded as the wife of the king. And they said it's because she could not bear any child for the king. For me, both the king, the wife, or anyone is not the giver of children. God is the giver of children. So if this is one of the reasons why she was humiliated, I'm highly disappointed. But yeah, moving on. So after this, the whole incident, she is, started being depressed. A lot of people started, looking down on her because she's more like a commoner in that Ile-Ife palace. And people also said that one of the reasons why Ooni of Ife did not make her the Yeyeluwa of Ile-Ife was because she's not in good term with Ooni's daughter, who is Princess Adeola. But when you look at this picture right here, you will see that she attended Princess Adeola's graduation in London, and even a lot of people even thought that they are mother and daughter. When you look at this picture here, you see a lot of connection. Like, it's not one picture that you see them together in this video. There's a whole lot of pictures of them together. And if we could recall, she was the person living with Princess Adeola and the king when Princess Adeola officially started living with the king. Even before that, she has been going for holiday and stay with this woman right here. So I don't really think that this is one of the reasons why the Ooni of Ife did not make her the queen, just because she's not in good term with Ooni's daughter. I did not buy this idea. So another thing again that happened that made this woman to disappear completely, like nobody knows where, nobody have seen her anywhere since she left the palace of Ile-Ife. It was said that she was downgraded to a commoner before the king ordered her to relocate to London. Even before that, she was still in the palace when Ooni of Ife brought in Queen Wuraola Otiti, and all attention was on Queen Wuraola because she already knows that she will be the next queen, the next Yeyeluwa of Ife land. So this woman was getting depressed, and the king don't want that kind of stuff, and he don't want people to notice what is going on. She now forced her to relocate to London. This woman moved to London, and she even contacted her friends, some of Ooni's of Ife friends that knows them, that they rapport, and they try to reconcile she and Ooni of Ife. But Ooni was already madly in love with Queen Wuraola. That was how this woman right here left the palace, and we never heard anything about her again. Let's move on to the next person. woman right here is the third woman in Ooni's of Ife life. Let's talk about how she came and why she left. So this woman right here, her name is Queen Zainab Otiti. She's from Benin, and you know, but people knows her as Wuraola. If you don't know, that name was given to her by Ooni of Ife, because Ooni of Ife's mother, her name is Wuraola. So being that Ooni of Ife loves her so much, he gave her that name, Wuraola. They got married in March 12, 2016. And it was said that they met in Lagos 1 month before the wedding, and they were introduced by Senator Danjuma. So this is the senator. She introduced her to Ooni of Ife. So after the introduction, she has to come to Ile Ife so that the Ifa priest would check and ask the oracle if they choose Queen Zainab as the next Yeyeluwa of Ile Ife. So she has to drove down to Ile Ife 2 months before the wedding. The oracle chose her, and she was presented to the people as the incoming queen of Ile Ife. And after the wedding and everything, even before the wedding, there was a lot of issues. People were saying that she is not good for the king, that the marriage would not last, being that Queen Wuraola has married before. Yes, she has married before to a Lebanese man. They were staying in Dubai when before they had issues, and she relocated to Lagos. And also, not only that she's married, people that knows her are saying that she is linked to a lot of politicians, that she has had one thing to do with some politicians and all of that, she's not good for the king and all of that. So and in the other hand, the Ifa priest was saying that the oracle has chosen her and the wedding must go on. So they got married 2 months after meeting. You can imagine, no courtship, no nothing. So that was how she got married to the king. And a lot of people who already predicted that the marriage would not last, we are waiting for the marriage to fall. Eventually, in 2017, the marriage crashed. Yes, the marriage crashed, in the sense that they said there is a lot of issue between them, that they are always fighting in their quarters and all of that. A lot of issues. The king accusing her of extramarital affairs. She accusing the king of domestic violence. There was a whole lot after their marriage, and the woman has to leave. She is the person that took to her Instagram to say that her chapter with Ooni of Ife is now an old chapter, and she is moving into her new chapter. She even went ahead to change her names to Zainab, remove all Ooni of Ife name.
Another reason why she left was that before she got married to the king promised her that that he would not marry another wife again. But while in the palace, she noticed that a lot of women are being brought for the king, and all of that. And the Ifa priest and the elders made it clear to her that the king is entitled to marry as many wives as he wants. So being that she feels that she can't deal with it, she has to go and move on with her life. And she has been doing perfectly okay. She still dressed like a queen. She still carries herself as a queen, but she is living her life. And she had no child with the king of Ile-Ife. So this man right here, her name is Queen Naomi. She's the third wife of Ooni of Ife. So how they actually met was Queen Naomi. If you don't know, she's a prophetess. So she says she got a message to go and preach at the palace and also deliver a blessed Bible to them. So she got to the palace, preached the word of God, pray for them, deliver her message, and drop the Bible for them, and went back to her base in Akure. Though when she came, she met the king. So later, the king sent her a letter of proposal telling her his intention, that he wants to marry her, that he wants to make her his wife and all of that. So Queen Naomi have to think about it, and she later accepted the proposal. That was how they got married in 2018, and they are blessed with a son who is growing so fast right now, and he's the only son of Ooni of Ife. So a lot of people were happy about them, though their matter has been all over the internet, and a lot of Yoruba prophetess and all of that has already predicted that the marriage will not pass 3 years. So last year October or November made their marriage 3 years. So during December time, that was December 23rd, 2021, Olori Naomi took to her Instagram to announce that, that she's no longer the wife of Ooni, like she's no longer the queen, that people should, she cleared a lot of air, she wrote a lot of things that got a lot of people were shocked, including me. She said she will no longer be referred to as wife to the Ooni of Ife or as queen of Ile-Ife, but as queen of the people and mother of my adorable prince. This is what one of the things she pinned down on her Instagram page. So, and she also said that she tried her best to make the marriage work, but that she could not again, that she has to, resign to fate when it's dawned on her that her son was her only assignment. Let me read part of what she wrote. She said, "I bless the Lord Almighty for his faithfulness in the last 3 years of my marriage. In life's journey, it is not how far, still how well. Indeed, though Satan should buffet if trial should come, I have this blessed assurance controlling all situations and saying to me, it is well with my soul. Certainly, it is well. I made my journey into the ancient throne of Ile-Ife with faith in my heart and love for the keeper of it." This is what she wrote. She also said, "I did my best to endure and make it work. Many times I smiled through the struggle, but I have finally realized I had just one assignment, my son, and when God is done, he is done. He chose Saul to be king, and when he was done, he told the prophet Samuel, I have moved on. Religion was never an issue between us. Please refer to my interview on News Central TV instead. His Majesty has a picture he would love the world to see and perceive him, and another one which is his true self." So this is what he said about the king that got a lot of people talking. basically he's saying that the king has two faces. He has two picture he puts himself in when he's outside, and another picture when he's inside the palace. So this is how this marriage ended, and a lot of things has been unfolding since then, though the monarch came out to debunk the news that her account was hacked, but we all know that her account was not hacked. But we are still hoping that they might still come back as husband and wife, and at the same time we are wishing Queen Naomi good luck if is really what she wanted by herself, and her happiness is what matters to us. So this is how this marriage is going right now, and we are still hearing a lot of things. So let's move on to the last but not the least woman. So this beautiful lady right here is the next woman in Ooni of Ife's life. Her name is Olori Afolashade Ashley Adegoke. Yes, she is the princess of the source. So that means she's from Ile-Ife. She's from the same place with Ooni of Ife. And she's an entrepreneur and an accountant too. And she also has she also runs a non-profit organization known as Ashley Adegoke Foundation, which she said she started it in memory of her late father. And she has been in Ooni of Ife life. In fact, she's supposed to be the Yeyelua of Ile-Ife after Queen Zainab left, but because she already had a child for another man, that was why she could not be the next Yeyelua of Ile-Ife. So she has been on the news as the new Olori in town. She is the new Olori, and is said that the king loves her so much that she is the king's handbag. Right now, she just deactivated her Instagram page due to the backlash she was getting from people, because a lot of people are accusing her of making Queen Naomi to leave, and it's also being rumored that she has left the king. We don't know how true is that, but we are still figuring out to know the real truth of the matter. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So this is all the women that have been in Ooni of Ife's life, and I know I tried my best to explain to you how they came and how they left. So thank you so much for watching. If you have more contribution, you can drop it on the comment section. If there is anything I said on this video that is not okay with you, I'm so sorry. But if you're commenting, make sure you don't abuse anybody or any of them. Thank you. And if you watch up to this moment and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click on that notification bell so you'll be getting notification anytime I post a new video. I love you guys. Mwah.